Welcome back, friends. This is Solomon Jagwe. I'm back with another exciting insight and update, I suppose. Man, today, not just today, but I mean, a few days ago, they announced the release of the Unreal Engine 4.27, and I'm excited because there are a number of updates that they've added in there that really, really help me a lot when it comes to facial animation. The new update they announced is the Live Link Face app that has been updated. And so I am super excited to do that. And I'll just go real quick and load up here. And let's go to the App Store real quick and look at this. Just do a quick search and type in live link face, and this has been updated, guys. So whatever you do before you do, if you want to follow what some of the suggestions that I'm going to be looking at, make sure you go to your phone, your app, iOS phone. Unfortunately, that's not available yet for the Android, and I hear it a lot, guys. Sorry, Android users. I know. But anyway, it's been updated, and so if you click on it, in do version history. So I updated mine 2 days ago. Mine has automatic updates. So if you're looking at it for the first time, it might not show up just like that. But so the version is 1.1. So that's how you know you have the most recent version. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and open it. And I've done a number of videos that talk about the live link face and how to do facial animation in the Unreal Engine. And so this is exciting because I know the results are much better in the Unreal Engine 5, but today I'm going to be testing using the Unreal Engine 4.26. So we see if there's even any difference whatsoever. Okay, but first thing, make sure you update your app on the App Store and then get started with that. So guys, if you're new to my channel, I kindly ask that you spare a minute to subscribe, hit the subscribe button here, and click that notification bell so you're alerted when I post a new video, just like this one, right? And thank you so much for helping me get to 10.1 thousand subscribers. I'm excited. Thank you so much. I owe it all to you guys. Thank you so much to all the patrons that are supporting me. You guys make this possible. And guess what? So when I got to 10,000 subscribers, something else showed up. The store, my store is now active. And when you click on that, it's going to take you to this page. And like I always say, dare to dream big. Well, you got a chance to have some of this merchandise to remind you, if I'm not there, right? Just to be in your ear a little bit. Just put it on your desk. When you're drinking your coffee, you look up at that mug and it says dare to dream big. Yeah, right? Or wear the t-shirt, guys. I can't wait to see the first person that actually wears the t-shirt. I look forward to seeing that. But thank you so much, guys. And there are a bunch of other merchandise available. So please support me either by considering becoming a patron. Consider purchasing some of the merchandise, and this will enable me to set aside time to do more tutorials like this one. So sorry I had to do this because I didn't have a chance to this store had just been activated and some of these products hadn't shown up yet. But we're going to go back to what we came to do today is to talk about 4.27 and the live link face app, which you're looking at right here. So I have a scene in the Unreal Engine 4.26, and I've made sure to set the scalability to high. You can even go low, but I like when it looks really pretty. So I'm also recording using OBS, so that might slow down the frame rate a little bit. So imagine this is you doing this without any recording. The results are going to be so much better, right? And so this is the app, and let me go ahead and open it. So there I am. Hi guys. So this has been updated, and right away you see right here there's a new icon that has been added, and that icon enables you to calibrate a rest pause. Okay, now we make sure I'm going to tap on the phone right here so we can go to the settings, and you're going to go to calibration over here. Make sure you have it enabled, okay, and also enable the countdown. So, and as you can see, they've added some instructions here on what this is actually doing. So this is the new update. That's how you know this is, you have the most recent app, because this wasn't there before, guys. And this is going to make it much easier to get more responsive facial animation inside of the Unreal Engine using Live Link Face. So we're going to test it out and see what is different. So make sure those are enabled and go back to settings over here. And there are a number of people who have had issues where their phones are not connecting properly, but I think it has to do with your either the IP address. Make sure your phone, your computer is on the same Wi-Fi connection as your phone. So the phone and the computer have to be on the same Wi-Fi network. Now, I have a router and that has its own IP address, right? So, and I also have the modem, which I use to receive my data. So, but I had to make sure that I am actually on my phone, that I'm logged into the router's Wi-Fi. Then make sure they are using the same IP, the same connection, and the IP address will match the one that's on the computer and the one that's going to be the phone that's on the phone. So if you're trying to connect your phone while you're connected to your regular Wi-Fi in the house and yet you have a router, that's not going to work. They just need to be on the same network. All right. And I also recommend using a cable connection, but this might not be the case for for this particular live link face, because it requires like a connection to the computer and the network. So right now I'm using Wi-Fi, and I'm imagining most people are going to be using Wi-Fi. That's why I'm doing this test using Wi-Fi. All right, so everything is set up. I have the preview mesh on just to see how the mouth is moving and to warn me when the frames per second are getting low. And every now and then I get a warning that my phone is heating up. And this is, I don't know if it's just because it's my iPhone 10, but something happens when it's on while I'm doing this facial capture. But for some reason, it doesn't happen when I'm using, the iPhone, like Live Face. It seems to only do this when I'm using this particular app. I don't know. Tell me, guys, what your experience is. All right. So now that the settings are correct, we're just gonna go down here, and you can see that it's right showing up here that the device temperature is high in warning. So that bothers me. I'm like, don't blow up my dear phone. I need you, right? Anyway, so to do the rest pause, make sure you click on this icon right here, and it's going to program a face that it's going to use then to calibrate, right? So just go ahead and tap on it one time. Okay, and then it's going to ask you to calibrate. If you have a previous calibration, you can delete it and then just click recalibrate. And then it says make a neutral face expression and click the record button to save the calibration. So I'm going to do that. And then I don't want to erase my previous calibration, but this is where you actually fix the calibration so that you get a sense. So let me just do it now so you get a sense of to see how it works. So that was a funny rest pause. So I don't know if that is gonna work, but I have one that I'd done a good job of. Right there, I looked a little bit funny, but that's okay. So we'll test it. And that's the idea of testing these things, is to see if it actually works, right? All right. So, and I like that now when you're getting like out of frame, there's a warning right here. This that definitely did some things in the back end to improve some of like the app itself has been updated, which is awesome. All right. Now that this is live, I'm gonna minimize this, and I'll probably close this little window at some point because you won't be doing this. So your data stream is gonna be much lighter. Right now, I'm doing this and recording at the same time, just to give you an idea of what it is. So the results that you see are gonna be better on your end because you're not recording and doing multiple data streams to your computer the way I'm doing right now. So I've already lit my scene right here. And I love the MetaHumans, man. they really, really are beautiful, and they're really well textured. And when you light them well, you can see the beauty of that. So let's go ahead and select our character here. And that's Morgan. Let's edit the BP. Just a quick look at this. And we'll make sure here, make sure that the link face is connected to the iPhone. But before I even do that, let me make sure that over here, this window in the live link, make sure you go to window and enable live link so that it's working. And that's this pattern right now, I've disabled it, but I'm going to enable it now so we get a chance to see what it looks like. All right. So now if I look into the camera right here, already I notice a lot of improvements, right? So I can do ba, 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 ba. And the reason I was going to go to the blueprint is because I wanted to look at some of the things that I did previously. And let's go select the face. Make sure you, if you have been using like faceware, or make sure you set this to the this face anim blueprint, which if I click on that, it's going to be in the MetaHumans folder. Let me move this out of the way for a second. It's going to be in your MetaHumans folder, in the common folder right here. You can double click on that and it's going to come up here. So as you can tell, I've disconnected those modify curves that I did before to improve it. So what you're seeing now is minus these modify curve, inputs that we're improving, that we're trying to improve the character. So over here, if I move, let me try to look straight in the camera, but you can see there's definitely improvement. But let me scale this up and scale this down a little bit more also, so you can see more of this. All right, so you can see there's definitely improvement, much better improvement. Whereas before, I was trying to put like pins in here, these modify curves right here, to be able to improve that. But I don't need that anymore because with this new update, a lot of this has been fixed. However, let me not even say that I don't need them anymore, because there's some shapes that are still not hitting it right. Yeah. So there will still be need for these modifier cars, because until they provide us an interface to actually control and improve the facial animation that is coming from this the iPhone 10, right? Let me see if I can go back here. That there's still information that is not being captured correctly. And the fellas here are selected. Let me see if I can click away from that. Let me press F11 so we can see the character. Now I can look at you and talk to you like I'm there. So this is greatly improved, guys. And I think for anyone else who doesn't use blueprints, guys, I think right out of the box, the app has been updated. And don't say it because I know what's going to happen. Let me bring this back. One is heating up. I gotta hurry. All right, guys. So right now the test is in the Unreal Engine 4.26. I did a quick test to see if it worked in 4.27, and by the time you may be watching this video, that there may be a new release that has fixed it. But I tried to use it inside of 4.27 and it wasn't able to work. But this particular update works with Unreal Engine 5, so that's awesome. That is really cool. And then when it comes to 4.27, I also tried to open bridge and send a MetaHuman into 4.27. So there's still some things that I still need to be worked out. But overall, as I'm looking at you right now, I think this update is really worth downloading. So make sure you update your app, right? And then test it out. I think this is going to offer us a better, facial animation, being able to boom, 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 boom. There's better mouth close for sure. And this is without the pins, this is without the modify curve. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. And I hope that this insight was helpful for you. And I know right now the data is not a 1-to-1 ratio. So that's because I have so many data streams going on right now with me recording on this iPhone, because I wanted to demonstrate it so you have an idea of what it actually looks like, if there's even any improvement. And I think there's improvement. So thank you so much, Epic Games. Thank you for the new app. and I'm looking forward to the virtual camera app as well, because they said they're going to update that, so I can be able to control, using my iPad as well as this phone to do that, like a film, almost like a, like virtual production kind of thing. Yeah, but overall, I think major improvement. Yeah, I think this is worth it. Thank you so much, guys. And as always, guys, dare to dream big. Please don't give up on your dream. And I'm praying for you. I know we're going through a pandemic right now. And if you're watching this in the future, I'm praying that by then there's no COVID. But for us who are in this current situation right now, I continue to pray for you guys. And I pray for everyone around the world, especially the people that are in the war zones and the soldiers who are on the front lines, and every other artist out there who's going through, losing a loved one to this in this pandemic. I am praying for you guys. Just know that you're in my thoughts and prayers. And as always, dare to dream big. Don't give up on your dream, guys. Do something every single day. Put in an hour, 2 hours, 30 minutes towards that, and you'll be able to make progress. You've seen my channel grow, and that is because I've put in something small every single day. A video here, an illustration there, and my dream is to be able to create animated films, just to use the tools that we see here to be able to tell stories. So I am doing my best to make sure that every single day I'm doing something towards that end, right? And of course, we have the MetaHumans now. It's an awesome day to be able to use the technology that we have right now to be able to tell our stories, And so I'm grateful to teams like Epic Games, as well as Reallusion, the people at Faceware, at Glassbox. Thank you so much, every single one. And I want to give a shout out to Puget Systems, who have been an awesome support system. And actually, the system that I want to do another video showcasing the system that I'm going to be using going forward that has a 3090. This system that I'm using right now has a dual 2080 Ti's. So I can't wait to do the test on the other one so we can see actually how much better this looks over there, and also to do a test using the Unreal Engine. All right. God bless you all. Much love, and see you next time with another insight. Peace out.